Elle, I need to get out of here now. Lou, what are you doing? Anything okay in there? Yeah, we're all good. Anything we can get you? No, we'll just be a minute. You have to eat your vegetables like we don't do with our mouths open. Please, could you stop telling my daughter what to do there? Anything you'd like to say? You guys have been just a breath of fresh air. Oh well, that is very sweet of you to say. At the beginning of the movie, a family is seen traveling in a car. They reach their destination and the couple gets out, but their son remains seated in the back seat. The scene then cuts to a man named Patty asks another man named Ben if the chair on his side is free. Ben says yes and Patty drags it to his spot. Ben then sees Patty and his family are enjoying their vacations to the fullest. Later, Ben and his wife Louise leave their daughter with the caretaker and head out. As they are leaving, Ben glances into Patty's room and sees Patty and his wife Kiara dancing and enjoying themselves. Louise pulls him away. Then during lunch, an old Dutch couple keeps Ben and Louise engaged in endless conversation, tiring them out. Meanwhile, Patty and Ciara watch and laugh at them. Next day, we see Agnes telling her parents that she has lost her soft toy Hoppy. Trying to calm her down, Louise reassures her that her dad will go look for it. Frustrated, Ben sets out to search for Hoppy. On his way, Ben sees Patty riding a scooter enjoying himself with his family. Despite searching for Hoppy, Ben is unable to find it and heads back. When he returns, Agnes excitedly tells him that Hoppy has been found. Patty. So, get this. His son's Aunt Patty, the legend herself, finds a lost treasure, a lost son, in a hotel. Introductions are made, chaotic but hilarious, especially since Aunt Patty has a little trouble with the chatty. Sweet Agnes introduces Hoppy to Patty, and bam! Lunch invitation. Cut to a feast of food and fantastic first impressions. Ben spills the beans. They're newbies in London, still navigating the crazy streets. Patty, she's a whirlwind of charm, suggests a West Country trip. A doctor, by the way, that's our Patty. Vegetarian Louise gets grilled, pun intended, about her dietary choices, animal welfare, health, and the planet. Agnes whisks Louise away for some kid-powered fun while Patty reveals Aunt's secret, congenital aglossia. Imagine, born with a tiny tongue. That explains the charming communication quirks. Dinner, even closer, even more laughter. This family's bond is blossoming faster than a spring daffodil. Back from their amazing Italian holiday, Ben and Louise are home sweet home in London. Ben bids a fond good night to Agnes, who sweetly requests a good night for Hoppy the pet. Whatever Hoppy is, Ben obliges. But then, the post-Hoppy goodnight reveals Ben's secret worry. Agnes is seriously attached to that thing. And to top it all off, he didn't get the job. Poor Ben. But Louise, ever the rock, cheers him up with news from Patty. A letter. Italy reminiscing. Farm visit invitation. Ben's all for a change of scenery, even if Louise is a tad hesitant. They barely know Patty. But seeing Ben's downcast face, she cracks and they're off. Next day, Patty's farm. A warm welcome from Patty and the wonderfully named Kiara. Rooms assigned. Then bam! Kiara drops a bombshell, a celebratory goose. Louise's stomach does a little flip. But Patty, ever the gracious hostess, unveils the goose, a gift of epic proportions. Ben bravely volunteers, but Patty's a pushy Patty. Louise, bless her heart, takes a bite, and poof. It's gone. A discreet speed later, and mystery solved. Then, Ben's garbage-tossing adventure leads to an aunt with a secret, a quick dash inside, and a whole lot of questions. Later, drinks are flowing, but the silence is deafening. Neighbors? Ben asks. Patty's reply? Across the valley. Neck pain, aunt's mysterious crying, and a reassuring, he's fine, he's just quirky. Louise is worried, but Patty's got this. Finally, in the bedroom, Ben whispers secrets to Louise. Louise, bless her polite heart, tried not to offend by refusing the meat. Then, bam, dirty sheets. An old stain. Ben shrugs, like living in a slightly grubby doctor's lair is totally normal. Maybe they're minimalist millionaires? Agnes arrives, ready for a sleepover. Breathing app deployed, relaxation achieved. Next day, farm fun, lush greenery, and idyllic chatting, until Agnes needs a swing. Patty wants a piggyback, but Aunt gets a forceful yank. Ben intervenes, Patty redirects Aunt to push Agnes, and ouch. Louise gets a neck crick. Patty, ever the chivalrous one, rushes to the rescue, leaving Louise and him in a rather close situation. Cliff-jumping chaos. Ben's feeling a bit queasy, but everyone's leaping, except Louise and Kiara. A swimming aunt? Don't worry, Patty's got this. Then, bam, hairdryer meltdown. Louise confesses, this whole crew is exhausting. Neck pain, perfect escape plan. But wait, dinner at Mike's, chef's table by the sea? Reluctantly, they're in. And now, Louise, Ben, and Magus are ready for a night out. Hold on to your hats, folks, because Majid's in the house. Kiara's raving about this babysitter. His English might be a bit colorful, but the kids adore him. Louise's eyes go wide. The kids aren't coming? Kiara's like, didn't I mention that? Oops. Meanwhile, Me's herding the little terrors inside. Ben's assuring a slightly dubious Louise, we've survived nannies before. Let's party. Their escape is spirited, thanks to Patty's driving. Let's just say she's got a lead foot. Finally, they reach their destination, a blissful haven of peace. Except, vegetarian Louise reminds Patty, again, about her diet. Patty's mortified, a quick, oh, fish is okay, right? Leads to a hilarious debate. Back at the house, Aunt Agnes is discovering Patty's amazing watch collection, a sparkly distraction until Majid swoops in to save the day. And later, Patty's sharing a surprisingly touching story about his tough upbringing. Talk about a roller coaster of a day. Whoa, hold on to your hats, folks. This guy's spilling the family secrets, and it's a roller coaster. He's blaming his parents for a lifetime of misery. Apparently, they weren't just content with their own issues, oh no, they doubled down and gifted him extra. He's practically weeping, saying, get out while you can. Don't breed. Then, bam, rescue. Kiara swoops in like a superhero. Fast forward, bills are flying, awkward silences are thicker than gravy, and we've got a mysterious injury that looks like a fight scene straight out of a kung fu movie. Someone's sneaking around, Agnes is pretending to be asleep. Talk about dramatic. And just when you think it's over, a crooked watch and a marital meltdown. These two are fighting like cats and dogs, but hey, at least they're deciding to be friends, a small victory in this crazy family saga. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Agnes and her pals are having a sleepover, hugging and giggling, only to be busted by a shadowy figure. Louise, ever the vigilant mom, finds Agnes snuggled up with her siblings, a scene straight out of a sitcom. Panic sets in. A hasty escape ensues, with a heartbroken aunt watching from the window like a silent movie drama queen. But wait, Agnes' beloved Hoppy is missing. Cue the drama, tears, accusations, and the hilarious fear of Hoppy harm. Ben, bless his heart, has to do a 180, racing back to rescue the fluffy friend. Wait, he shouts, 2 minutes, I need to get that Hoppy. Minutes later, sneaky Ben slips inside. Then, Louise follows, like a detective on a case, only to find Patty and Kiara already up, busted. Turns out, they'd done a runner without a word. Ben stammers excuses, a total red-faced mess, but Louise spills the beans. She found Agnes snuggled in their bed. Suddenly, Kiara's tears tell a heartbreaking tale, their baby Mary, gone at just 12 weeks. Agnes had been crying out for Ben all night, and Kiara took care of her alone. Just then, Agnes bursts in, yelling about Aunt. Aunt's heartbroken, see? He wanted to show them the chickens before they left. Agnes begs them to stay, and guess what? They do. Later, it's outdoor fun galore. But Aunt, the mischievous one, scribbles a secret note for Agnes, in some crazy foreign language. Agnes is stumped, Aunt tries to explain, but Kiara catches him red-handed. She zoomed in on those kids, snatched that note, and gobbled it down. Agnes, totally bewildered. Agnes spills the beans to her mom, Louise, about this weird dude. Something's off, Agnes insists. Just then, Kiara swoops in, whisking Agnes away. Later, Patty shows off Kiara's amazing sculptures, mother's love, she calls them. Agnes demands a dance showcase. After lunch, Kiara declares, chop. Louise slices her finger. Ben's like, thank goodness for our resident doctor. Patty's eyes widen. I'm not a doctor. Louise's jaw drops. Kiara's in stitches. He was just trying to impress you. Patty's adding, I don't do anything medical. Ben and Louise are stunned, then the laughter erupts. A hilarious prank. During lunch, Kiara's bossing Agnes's eating habits. Louise raises an eyebrow, what's that about? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a roller coaster. Patty, bless his cotton socks, first tries to control Agnes, then switches gears and orders Kiara to apologize. Louise, ever the diplomat, admits to overreacting few and suggests Agnes and Aunt show off their amazing dance routine. But wait, Patty, the dance master general, stops the music. Aunt needs a lesson in proper dancing, apparently. Round 2 begins, only to be cut short again. This guy's got more stops than a London bus. Poor Aunt, she's getting a masterclass in frustration, and Agnes is terrified. Patty's losing it, unleashing a torrent of rudeness, sending poor Agnes running. Ben steps in, urging Agnes to keep dancing. One more time, Patty tries, but bam. Another outburst. Something gets chopped. Ben's had enough, shouting at Patty to chill. What's wrong with you? Patty yells back, a full-blown meltdown. Oh, he's parenting? Seriously? Then, bam, Louise, room. Now, Ben and Louise, totally done, are out there. Louise is practically sprinting, I'm leaving. Ben, coffee first. I've had too much to drink. Classic Ben. Louise is furious. You're a wimp with him, but not me. Later, desperate Kiara's begging Louise to stay. He'll be. It won't be good for any of us. Just then, Ben ambles over. Meanwhile, Aunt, sneaky Aunt, is swiping Patty's keys, feigning playfulness. She drags Agnes to a secret spot, whispers, shush, unlocks a door, and the cellar. Suitcases, bags, mountains of shoes, and enough phones to start a small country. Then, the photo album. Patty and Kiara with different kids, every single picture. Whoa! Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a roller coaster. Patty and Kiara, the ultimate baby snatchers, are swapping kids, killing one, stealing the next. A chilling clue from a tongue-tied victim, thanks, Patty, leads Aunt to a horrifying revelation. Agnes is next. Snap, snap, snap go the photos, evidence secured. But wait, Patty's awake. A tense hug, a hair-pulling frenzy, a sneaky key retrieval, and a piggyback ride to freedom. These two are nuts. Patty's belt. Then, bam, Agnes, pulling a dramatic thorn in the thigh maneuver, a brilliant fake injury to snag some mama-daughter time. She spills the beans to her mom, pretending it's her period. Bathroom rendezvous. Agnes whips out her phone, we're outta here. Mom tenses, calm down. Agnes panics. But mom's got this, brave face, kiddo. Door locks, mom takes a deep, shaky breath, emergency call time. Patty offers help, but mom's like, nope, got this. She grabs a cutter, crisis averted, almost. Kiara swoops in, but they're playing it cool, super spy style. Mom whispers, no stress. Normal, act normal. Agnes, tears streaming, I can't. But mom's got a plan, okay, ditch the normal act. First period freak out. Let's get you outta here. Wow, out of the bathroom, and bam. Kiara's worried sick about Louise, totally overwhelmed, a right royal mess. Patty's all, girl, you are a woman now. Then, poof, they're leaving, a great time had by all, apparently. But wait, Ben whispers, flat tire. Cue Patty, Mr. Fix-It himself. Agnes needs something. Hoppies on the roof? Oh boy, Patty's not letting them go without that bunny. Ladder time. Ben, being the giant he is, gets the job, but not without a near miss. Ladder wobble. Hop rescue. Close call. Louise is all calm and collected. A group hug seals the deal, and Agnes's little secret whisper to Aunt, phew. What a ride. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a roller coaster. Patty, in a move only she could pull off, gives Louise a wildly inappropriate hug before they finally leave. Then, the guilt trip begins. Text when you get home. Patty demands, you will, won't you? 'Cause you're still hiding something. Louise cracks, confessing a monumental betrayal, she's cheated on Ben. The poor guy, Patty, ever the supportive and slightly unhinged friend, tries to offer comfort, but Ben's had enough. Let's go, he declares. Aunt Agnes throws a wrench in the escape plan, demanding to know about. But before anyone can even blink, Patty, queen of dramatic exits, throws Aunt into the lake. Agnes shrieks. Ben dives in to save his furry friend, and just when you think it can't get crazier, Patty pulls a gun on Louise. Oh, the drama. Whoa, scene change. Patty's twisting Louise's arm, demanding a bank transfer, all the dough. Ben's begging, practically groveling, take it all, just leave my family alone. Kaching. Money's gone, internet snipped. Patty's got a crazy gleam in her eye, ranting about gas-guzzling Teslas and fancy tuna. You think you're so superior, you eco-warriors. Then, a syringe. Seriously? Louise's eyes are wide, Kiara's pleading, but Patty's unmoved. Bam! Louise whips out a box cutter. Total chaos ensues, a face slicing, hair pulling brawl. And, our hero, snatches the keys. Kiara's wailing, I'm a victim too. But they're out there, escaping like bandits. Just as freedom's within reach. Bam! Mike bursts onto the scene, guns blazing. They're trapped. Back inside, barricading the doors. What a wild ride. Chaos. Mike's letting Patty and Kiara in, surprise. Meanwhile, inside, Louise is frantically dialing 911, only to have Kiara cut the line. They're trapped. Louise and Ben are barricading the gate with furniture. Talk about DIY security. Louise whips up a plan, but Ben's a nervous wreck. Guns. They've got guns. Louise screams, they'll kill us. Ben's freaking out, I don't know what to do. Then, bam, the lights go out. Phone flashlights blazing, Patty's blasting obnoxious music outside, pure taunting genius. Desperate times, folks. Ben grabs booze. Let's torch the barn roof, he shouts. A fiery plan. Ben throws the burning bottle, Mike shoots. Another shot. It's a bottle throwing, gunfire dodging extravaganza. They scramble back inside, slamming the door shut. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is chaos. Ben's shooing the kids into the Almira, Louisa's yelling, freeze. Silent as mice, acids involved, a hammer swinging, and then bam. A noise. Ben speaking, sees Patty outside. Ben? Is that you? Boom. Car explodes. Patty's laughing, you blew up my car? Louise arrives, Patty's screaming, it's absolute mayhem. Ladder, roof, quick hug, Ben's a busy man. Patty's busting in, yelling, Aunt Louise. Everybody freezes. Louise is grabbing tools, Mike's smashing windows, Ben's hiding, Mike's got his gun drawn, Kiara's sneaking in through the basement, and Patty's spotted. Louise is making a run for it, but will she make it to the door? Furniture's blocking the door. He's thumping against it. Louise is frantically trying to hold him off. Stab. She gets him good. A scream, a gunshot. Bang. Chaos. Footsteps. She bolts. Patty bursts in, reinforcements. Ben's watching from inside, Mike's outside, sniffing around. Sweet talking Kiara tries the, we'll go easy, line, but Patty's all, wood chipper. Upstairs they go. Cough. Patty's suspicious. He bursts into the Almira. A phone playing breathing sounds? Gotcha. Acid attack. Arg. Patty's screaming. Louise grabs the kids and it's a mad dash upstairs. Mike takes a shot and misses. Whoa. Mirror image mayhem. Ben's hammer misses, a brawl erupts. Mike's about to smash Ben's face into shards of glass, but Louise, out of nowhere, caws Mike with a hammer. Brutal. She's all, keys, Ben, take the keys. Meanwhile, Patty's face is toast, Kiara's frantically splashing water, go get M. She yells, grabbing a gun. Family's scrambling, a window escape attempt, but Kiara arrives, gun blazing. Louise tackles her, a crazy fall from the ledge, Agnes hangs on for dear life. Ben, hero mode engaged, pulls her up. No escape, no problem. Ben leaps, crash. Broken leg, but he's a trooper, he sets the ladder, rung by painful rung. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this family's mountain climb takes a wild turn. Ben's yelling at Agnes to get to the car, when, rustling. Something's creeping up, they're bracing for a bear, but it's just a squirrel. Phew, except, wait, Patty pops out, pointing a gun at Agnes. Ben's dropping his weapon faster than a hot potato. Louise is begging for mercy, but Patty's surprisingly sentimental, she's all I've got. Then, bam, Agnes with a syringe. Patty's going down. Aunt, however, isn't done. She grabs a rock and unleashes pure, primal rage. Smash, smash, smash. The scream, unforgettable. The getaway is a blur of tears and adrenaline. Agnes clutches her beloved Hoppy. Aunt's got one tear running down her cheek. The end. Talk about a cliffhanger.